Hello again, everyone. This is American Idioms, Part 33. This is the 33rd video in my American Idiom series, and like the others, I'll present 5 idioms to you, numbered 161 to 165. But first, I'll give you the chance to guess their meanings. Then, I'll explain each of their meanings to you using additional examples to help you to understand them better. So, are you ready? Okay, here we go. Number 161, high on the hog. And the example is, ever since Alex won the lottery, he has been living high on the hog. Can you guess the meaning? The answer here is C, to live in a luxurious way. And I think if you won the lottery, like Alex did in our example, you would be living high on the hog, meaning you would be living, let's say, a very expensive lifestyle. So you would have many things in luxury. That's what it means, to live in a luxurious way. Here's another example. After I got a pay increase at work, my family has been able to live high on the hog. So, in this case, the person got a raise at work. That's what an increase at work means. And his family was able to live high on the hog, meaning that they were able to buy many of the luxuries that they couldn't buy before with, let's say, the person wasn't getting paid that much. Okay, so with this new pay increase, they were able to live high on the hog. Here's number 162, be in full swing. And the example is, we weren't able to get a hotel room at the resort because the summer vacation season was in full swing. Can you guess the meaning? The answer here is B, something that is at the highest level of intensity or activity. And that's what happened in our example. They were trying to get a hotel room during summer vacation season. And everything was in full swing, meaning that it was at its highest level. So let's say if they had tried to get their room before the season when activity wasn't as intense, they may have been able to do it. But in this case, it was in full swing, meaning that it was at the highest point, so there were no rooms. Here's another example. We arrived late to the party last night. It was very crowded and everyone was dancing. It was in full swing. In this case, the people arrived at the party when, let's say, everyone was there. It was at its peak. The party was at its peak where everybody was dancing. It was very crowded. So the party was at the height of its intensity. Okay, and that's what it means to be in full swing. All right. Here's number 163, jump through hoops. And the example is, I couldn't believe all the hoops the bank was making me jump through just to get a simple car loan. Can you guess the meaning? Did you guess B, to do things that don't seem to make sense but are required? If you did, you are correct. And that's what it means to jump through hoops. In our example, the person was a little bit upset because the bank was making or requiring him to do many steps that he thought didn't make a lot of sense. Here's another example. I know that it's a good university, but someone shouldn't have to jump through all these hoops just to be accepted. In this example, the person thinks that they had to do many unnecessary steps in their application process to the university. Now, whenever I think of this idiom, I think of a trained animal jumping through hoops. And that's sort of the feeling that people get when they have to do unnecessary steps in some kind of a process. Okay, you got it? All right, here's number 164. Keep at bay. And the example is, it was difficult, but I was able to keep my debts at bay by working 2 jobs. Can you guess the meaning? The answer here is A, to keep something at a distance or under control. And in our example, the person had to work 2 jobs to keep their debts under control, right? They kept their debts at bay by working 2 jobs. Here's another example. She was able to keep her weight at bay by exercising every day. In this case, the woman in this example was able to keep her weight under control by exercising every day. She kept it at bay, and that's how it's used. All right, our final idiom, number 165, leave someone in the lurch. And our example is, my coworker left me in the lurch when he took vacation a week before our production deadline at work. Can you guess the meaning? The answer here is C, to be left in a difficult position. And that's what it means to be left in the lurch. And in our example, the coworker of the person, took vacation right a week before the deadline that they had at work. So he was left in the lurch by his coworker. You get it? That's what it means. Here's another example. The department stores union left it in the lurch this year when they decided to go on strike 2 weeks before Christmas. So when the union of the store went on strike, it left the department store in a very difficult position, right? Because Christmas is probably the busiest time of the year. And when they went on strike and didn't work, the department store was left in the lurch. Got it? That's all for this video. Thanks again for subscribing, everyone. And if you get a chance, please share this video. And do one more thing. Keep practicing. See you next time.